Right, so Alien Earth, episode 7, Emergence. What an episode. So it's ramping right up now. So I thought the last 2 episodes would be like mega, like action fest. It's kind of the latter half of the episode, and I'm hoping the next episode is going to be like massive, like crazy action stuff going on. We'll have to wait and see. But this episode, so we've got, what's his name? Indian synth guy. He's got the alien face hugger on the scientist under his bed. He's a typical child. He hides it under his bed, and he's looking at it. He's freaking. He tries to give it some water, but the face hugger sort of grabs on tighter and pushes the water back out. So he's obviously feeling bad about everything. And then from out of nowhere, I think his name's Smee, knocks on the door. He's kind of like his friend in the group of human synth hybrids. And he knocks on the door and he discovers the body under the bed, and then he gets him to help him. He explains to him, like, the guy talking about my mum, she's trying to kill my mum and that, explains that situation, and he sort of says he's going to help him. So then those two, the little comedy pairing, get hold of the body, and they're taking it out through the station, trying to get this body. But they're not like hiding the body, they're literally just carrying it arms and legs, just walking along with this body with a face hugger stuck on it to try and get it out to the beach where he's going to meet Mero. And as they're trying to escape and that, they get stopped by Kirsch, the synthetic, who seems to have like an ulterior motive, something else is going on with him. And he's like, "Where are you two going?" And they're like, "Oh, we're Mero, Indian synth tries to explain about the thing. He's like, yeah, I know. Don't go that way, take the elevator, get to the beach quicker. So it's like he's part of it. Maybe he's working for Wayland, we don't know. Like Wayland Yutani, we just don't know. But there's obviously something going on. So they then bugger off to the beach. And then when they get to the beach, we get what we sort of, as they're on the way to the beach, they see some soldiers come, so they hide in a bush. And when they come out, the body's disappeared. Like, oh my god, where's it gone? And then the facehugger sort of I don't know why the facehugger fell down from the trees, but the facehugger falls down from the trees because normally it sort of falls off the host when it's done. It doesn't go up in the air. Then anyway, so the facehugger falls off, and then the scientist guy is walking around, and he's like, oh, because he's obviously got the embryo inside him, but he's still gestating inside him. And they're like, "Oh right, yeah, you're fine. There's been an evacuation. There was gas. You passed out. We just got you out." And he's like, "Okay, all right." So he says, "Oh, we're all heading to the beach. Your wife's down at the beach." So off the three of them go to the beach, and then a little bit later on, we get he's walking on, so he gets the pain, starts bleeding from the mouth, and then the chest burster explodes. It's obviously come out too early. Maro's plan was that the adult, with the human, would be got to him before the burst into the chest so they can get the thing. So it doesn't work. So obviously the chest bursts out, runs off into the bushes, and they're like, "Oh my god!" And the Indian guy, he's kind of like, he's so sad. He's like, "Oh my mum, oh god, what's going to happen?" So they take the dead body to Maro instead, and Maro and his little team of like elite Navy SEALs come out of the water, just like those old army ads you used to get. They come out of the water, and they're like, "Well, we didn't just want the body; it's an empty body. Like, we don't want that. Like, we need to find this thing. You got to come with us. We got to try and look for the thing." And the Indian guy's going, "What about my mum? What about mum?" And Maro just ignores him. So I'm pretty sure mum's already dead. You know, I think Maro's already killed the mum. And he's like, he's all sad, and he's like, but they sort of wander off together. Now, while this is all going on, while this is their storyline, we've got the lab. So obviously, all hell's broke loose in the lab. We've got, what's his name? Isaac's down and dead. So Boy Cavalier's turned up with Simps there as well. Kirsch is there, and they're looking at like the remains of the thing. They trap the little fly things again from last week's episode. They trap them again, and they put them back in their containment and all that. And then Kirsch is like, "You need to see the video of how this android died. This was no like accident." And you see the sheep eyeball octopus sheep thing headbutts the glass, so the guy falls in like in last week's episode. You see all that in the security camera footage, and Boy Cavalier's like, "Whoa, like this thing is intelligent." Like eyeball octopus that I thought was going to turn out to be a goodie, I was very wrong. is super intelligent. So Boy Cavalier tests this out by getting the sheep in a separate containment, and he shows him pi on his hand, like the numbers of pi, and he's like, what's the next numbers? And the sheep hits out the numbers. So that it's not just like intelligence like a crow would be, or like another animal would be, that can like use tools and work things out. This is like human level intelligence. It can calculate, you know. So Boy Cav's like, oh, we need a human. We need to put the eyeball thing into a human to help it communicate, maybe, because the sheep's like and like poops on the floor and stuff. So Aid Edmondson, like the butler type character, he goes off, and Boy Cavalier goes, I know which human, and I think he means Wendy's brother. I've just got a weird feeling he means Wendy's brother. As well as all this is going on, we've got Wendy, who just before that happens sees the dead body of Isaac, and he was like, well, I need to tell everyone. And Boy Cavalier's like, no, no one can know. Like, no one can know this is going down. Like, it's too, like, you can't tell the others, just keep it. And Wendy's like, no. She goes to walk away, and the soldiers stop her. And she's like, what are you doing? Like, let me walk away. Let me go tell them. And then, like, because they won't move, she then communicates with the old xenomorph, who's in the other cage, starts going, and he starts hammering his head against the cage, like, boom, boom, like that. And they're like, whoa. So then Boy Cavalier, like, lets her go and says, like, we need to get someone to them before she does. She gets to, she sees her brother, meets her brother, and her brother's like, we're going to try and escape because that's the plan. I've turned off all of the trackers. We need to get out of here. We got to escape. She says she won't leave out the other hybrids. Goes to see him. All she can find, because obviously we know that Smee and the other one, the Indian guy, they've gone to the beach to meet Mero. So all she can find is the Curly, who's the girl that wants to sort of be a bigger part of it, and the red-headed crazy one is the one she can find. So she goes to them and says, look, we're all going to try and escape. We're going to leave. Thingy's dead. We have to get off the island. Curly's like, no, this is the best place I've ever been. I'm not leaving this place. You can understand it from her point of view. She doesn't want to leave. She wants to stay. But Redhead, she's like, yeah, let's go. So the three of them go. So it's Wendy, her brother, and the Redhead go. They leave. Just before Wendy leaves, though, she goes up to the control panel. Starts doing her, like, puts like a whammy on it and starts playing around with it. Sees the alien in the cell and unleashes it. She unlocks the cell door through the computer system, and there's a lot of people in that room cleaning up at the time, and they all just get massacred. The alien comes out xenomorph style and just takes out every single person in that room. Some of them are guards with guns, takes them all out, boom, slaughters them, and it disappears. And we find later that Boy Cavalier said he escaped into a vent. So we're like, now we're at a sort of stage where sort of all these little storylines are sort of merging. Where have I missed so far? That's it. So then Wendy's off. So Wendy and that lot are off on the thing, and they come across as they're sort of leaving, going through the woodlands to try and get to the island for the boat walk. Because obviously, what's his name? Joel, last week, Wendy's brother, found out where the boats were. So he's heading that way with Wendy and that, and they come across this grave site with where all the graves are of the children are now in the synth bodies. And they're sort of looking and they get like, it's like a weird moment, and Wendy's sort of looking at it like, well, it's not us because we're here, that's not us down there. But the redhead, obviously, who's still traumatized from this whole thing, she's like, just goes up to her grave and it's like, maybe that is us, like maybe I'm not here, sort of thing. And the brothers just kind of goes up to Wendy's grave, clears off all the leaves and dirt on it, and sort of like thingy, or Mercy as she's really called. And then they sort of leave that area. And as they're sort of walking through the woods, a load of soldiers come out and go to arrest them, to take them into custody, sort of thing. And Wendy goes, "You don't want to do that." And they're like, "Why?" And you hear this noise out in the woods, and they're like, "What's that?" And then Wendy does a thing, and the xenomorph, like an attack dog, like a police attack dog, dives out of the trees and slaughters all of the soldiers for Wendy. I knew it was coming. At some point in this show, I really, really know we're going to see the Batman and Robin style run with Wendy and the Xenomorph running together. We saw in Aliens vs Predator years ago with the Predator and the woman running. We're going to get the Xenomorph and the woman running like alien attack dog, and that's literally what she's using it like, an alien attack dog, and it's prepped him. And the brother's like, oh my god, you let this thing out, what are you doing? And then the xenomorph comes over to her and she's like stroking it like that and wipes the blood off of it because it's got a load of blood from its kill pill. I did notice as well, like most xenomorphs look like this, so they're just black, right? This one's got a lot of almost like clouding, white clouding. So that's my dog. That's my attack dog, as you can see. It's so vicious. Yeah, so xenomorph's got like a load of clouding on it. And oh, she's got to go well now, isn't it? Yes, that's the xenomorph. Yes, I love you too, you idiot dog. So yeah, so white cloud all over it. It's really bizarre looking, you know. Don't do that. It's really, look, I'm getting attacked by a xenomorph. It's really bizarre looking, and I don't know why they've added that to it. Maybe just to make that one stand out more when you're going to see more later. Maybe. Anyway, so then she's like, she says to the xenomorph, like she does it to the xenomorph. The xenomorph like disappears off, and her brother's like, "What did you say to it?" And she goes, "I think I told it to wait and hide." So it's now going to sort of hide and follow. So it's now going to sort of follow them, but out of the way. They then get to oh no, we'll go to this bit first. So then we see the alien that burst out the guy sort of going around the forest, and a net goes on top of it and catches it and traps it. Then we don't see it again for a little bit. Then we go to the Boy Cavalier's base thing, and Mara and his little team are going into the base. They're getting through. They've got the two synthetics with human consciousness. What's his name? Smee and the other one, the Indian guy whose name I could never bloody remember. I tried to remember. I remember watching this episode, and I was like, right, I'm going to remember his name. I've come to do this review, and I forgot his name again. He's a character from Peter Pan. Slightly. There you go. Slightly. So Slightly and Smee, they're with Mara, and they're sort of heading to the base, and they're a bit scared and stuff. They get in, and then suddenly all these soldiers turn up from nowhere, surround them, and Kirsch is with them. And Kirsch has got the alien xenomorph, sort of like snake-like part of the xenomorph, in his little case, and he's like, finders keepers, and he says, right, capture him. They capture him. I give him a bit of a kicking by the sounds of it, and he says to the two boys, like, boys, come over here. So they go over to him, and he's like, you're both grounded, and then he just walks off. So he's now got Marrow captive. He's got the xenomorph in a jar, and he's got like the synths back. So I think Kirsch is somehow, he might be the mastermind behind everything by the end of this. Then we go back to Wendy and that, who are at the docks. They're about to get on the boat, and all of her brother's friends are in the military. Because remember, he was part of a military unit, search and rescue unit. They're on the boat waiting for him, and she's like, I knew you was going to do this. What are you doing? So they put them thingy and surround them. And Redhead is at the back of the group. Like the three of them are sort of in a line. Sort of thing. She's at the back of it. She's got a little stuffed toy that she's been talking to. One of the soldiers grabs it and throws it in the water. And Redhead, crazy, thinks she's pregnant. Redhead snaps and just grabs the guy by the throat, by the jaw, crushes it, then rips it off. And she's literally standing there holding his jaw in her hand as he flops to the floor. Then she starts attacking the others and kicking the crap out of them. Oh, someone's at my door. Why does my shopping always turn up when I'm doing a review? Anyway, so yeah, so they've all just gone mental on the thing. Red-headed android is like kicking the crap out of people on this boat. Wendy's got into the fight as well. Her brother's kind of got involved. He ends up getting a gun. And just as... Oh, God. Oh, Alice, I love you too. Just as Redhead's about to kill another soldier, she's got it by the neck, she's about to break at this woman's neck, so I sort of caught on the boat. Wendy's brother, Joel, grabs the electric gun and shoots Redheaded's android woman, the crazy one. I'm trying to deal with my dog at the same time. He's just really overexcited because the delivery man knocked at the door. So she's gets and goes down, and then Wendy's like, "What are you doing? What have you done?" Like to the thing, and he's just like, because Wendy did try to call the xenomorph for help during this like fight, but her brother sort of stopped her. She started going, and you see the xenomorph coming through the bushes. Then she did that to stop the xenomorph coming. And he's like, "No, Wendy," like, and then obviously this happens. So she's like, "What have you done?" And the brother's just sort of like, like, because he's took them down there, they're going to get arrested and taken back to the base. So now what you've got is everyone inside that base at the same time. You're going to have the one xenomorph that's still babyish at the minute, still like snake form in the case that can possibly get out. maybe Wendy will have control over that as well. She's obviously got control over the main one with the sort of clouded head. Will she have control over the other one? We just don't know. We've got Kirsch there, all the soldiers there, Boy Cavalier's there, his butler guy's there. Boy Cavalier wants to put the octopus eyeball thing into a human. I'm guessing it's Wendy's brother. They're all heading back to base as well. So everyone is going to be in that base except for Friendly Xenomorph. You never thought you'd say that. Friendly Xenomorph, who's going to be outside following them back to the base and then maybe coming in to help save Wendy. This show is just not what I thought. My dog is now on the attack. Look, just stop mouthing me, you stupid dog. He's not hurting me if anyone's wondering. He does his mouth. He's only a puppy and he's an idiot and he thinks this is play. Right, so he's like... So he's... yeah, so... Wait. So we've got... well, I'm sorry. We've got Friendly Xenomorph outside, obviously ready to come in and save the day, which you never thought you'd get in an alien film. I didn't know that this show was going to end up with a Friendly Xenomorph. You know, who's a good guy Xenomorph. And now we're going to get, like I said, we're going to get the Batman and Robin style run with Wendy in it at some point, I suppose. Her brother's going to be eyeballed. I don't think he's going to be. I think it's going to be the butler guy, Ade Edmondson, who was very famous in a TV show called Bottom when I was younger. I love that show. And Ade Edmondson's a good actor anyway. He's going to end up with the eyeball stuck in him, I think. And I think it's then going to transfer to Boy Cavalier because it's going to want the intelligence of him. It's going to use that as well. That's just where I think. So I'm really looking forward to this last episode. This was the penultimate episode, so the next one is the last one, and they're all in that one base at one time. It's all going to kick off in that base. The aliens are going to get out, and it's all going to go chaos, isn't it? Yes, it's going to be chaos. Look, this is what it's like. This is what it must be like to have a pet xenomorph. Oh my god. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Ow! Get off me! No, no, you're getting too carried away now. Wait. It looks like I'm being savage, but I'm not. I'm just being played with by this mongrel dog. Right, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you all next week for the final. It's going to be a big one. I'm excited. I hope you're excited. He's excited, aren't you? Get off me. He's excited. I'm going to take him for a walk now to calm. Look at the hair on me. I'm going to take him for a walk now to try and get him to calm down. And I'll see you guys very soon for another review. And next week there are other reviews on the channel. Please like and subscribe if you like this one for next week. And hit the notification bell so you definitely get notified for my video next week. And I'll see you guys very, very, very soon. A message below what you think is going to happen next week. I want to know your predictions to next week. Are we going to get the Batman and Robin style running scene with Wendy and the Xenomorph running next to each other together into battle? I think we will. And that's what I just want to see it. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.